Hey guys, what is up? And today, JaGeX had their fourth question and answer live stream, and that's what I'm going to be recapping and reviewing. I'm going to, instead of you guys having to go and watch a whole hour-long live stream, I figured I'd just recap the most important parts for you guys, because I did watch nearly all of it. I think I missed like the first 15 minutes. But there's no reason you need to actually watch this video. You can simply play Runescape and listen, as that's one of my main goals on the channel. Is you don't actually have to watch them. If you don't want, just listen, and they're informative. So we're gonna start with the fact that construction, graphics, and player-owned villages. So they were asked if the construction skill would receive an update at all. And in fact, they said yes, and they said that the construction skill is going to receive a huge upgrade. And one of the major things they're looking into factoring into construction is things that only you can use in your house. Because right now, he said that it's a known fact that you can just go to any other player's house and use everything in their house. He wants to make construction more rewarding, by allowing you at things at certain levels that only you can use in your house that provide a huge benefit, such as like the prayer method, where you can put bones on the guild altar. You can do that at anybody's house. He wants to do things like that, except only you can do them. He also said it's going to receive a huge graphical update. They're looking to do graphical updates in the future, and also that they are interested in creating player-owned villages or towns. He didn't elaborate too much on what was actually going to be featured, other than the fact that you could have like your own NPCs or maybe even your own players make a town. You can make a town with them. So instead of having just one house, you'll actually have it like your own little village, which I thought was a really cool idea. And that about covered it for the topic of construction. I just want to warn you guys that they have said in the live stream several times that these are items on their wish list, updates they want to do, and some ideas that they release, they haven't even been on their wish list, and they'll get priority over others that are on the wish list. And he did state that to do every single thing they talk about is nearly impossible, because there's just so much. And one more thing before I go on, out of everything, video instead. So the next thing is player moderators. He said currently they have 2,000 player moderators, and they are actually looking to improve that number to 10,000 player moderators, which is crazy. Like, I've always, like, back when I first started playing this, oh my god, I want to be a player moderator, that'd be so fucking cool. Now I don't really care, honestly. But it is cool that they are allowing more players to become player moderators. When asked how they were going to pick their player moderators, he said they used to go by if they sent in reports and all that, reports were true. However, now they're taking a different approach on assigning player moderators by the fact that they set up community events, they help others in the community, and they put themselves before. Or no, they put other players before themselves. And that's how they plan to pick the new player moderators, is pick players who are doing good for the community. So that discusses the player moderators they talked about. They talked about audio. They do want to improve background sounds and voices. What this means is there will be more fully voiced quests. They did say they want to improve background sounds, because face it, some of them are pretty shitty right now, and the audio can use a little bit of an update. And I'm also looking forward to more fully voiced quests. I think that'll be really cool. They talked about a Romeo and Juliet cameo. There was a question saying, will we ever see Romeo and Juliet back? And the answer to that was no, but he said they may give them a cameo. He mentioned that in the Christmas event, there could be a little place for some Romeo and Juliet. But as far as the quest, he said that will never be back. And yeah, that was about it for Romeo and Juliet. And speaking of never being back, we'll talk about Tutorial Island. He said Tutorial Island will never be back. Instead, they are looking to maybe make a storyline about what happened to Tutorial Island. Maybe it's overrun by giant rats. Sounds kind of gay. But just plain and simple that Tutorial Island will never be back. He thinks that their current tutorial and Birth Rope at Taverley is one of the best ones they've ever had. He's just said that the Tutorial Island, the old one, is just simply too big. So yeah, forget about getting Tutorial Island. Multiple players. Oh, speaking of Tutorial Island, they're also thinking about upgrading the Wizard's Tower and giving that more of a storyline and making it a lot of cool things that you can do with more wizards in the tower. Once again, keep in mind they can't possibly do all these updates. So I'm actually going to keep a list starting today of everything they say they're going to update and see how much of it actually happens. Just be an interesting little thing there. So let's go and check out multiple players per account with RuneScape 3. So when I say RuneScape 3, I believe now, after listening to the live stream today, that it is indeed when the evolution of combat comes out, which is unfortunate, which is why right after I'm done with 99 cooking, I'm going crazy combat, because I hate the evolution of combat. So I believe RuneScape 3 is in fact the evolution of combat. However, they did say they are looking into having multiple characters per account, which would be kind of interesting. I guess it'd be cool because you can grade different tiers and stuff. Me, however, I'm done switching fucking accounts. I've probably played like on 10 different RuneScape accounts, maybe even more, on my whole RuneScape career. And I'm just done sticking to this account, and that's it. Unless I find out about a really good tier that works really well for the evolution of combat, which is highly doubtful. Another thing they talked about is the RuneScape gods being more involved. They said that next year, RuneScape gods are going to have a massive impact on the RuneScape world, and they are really looking to feature the RuneScape gods more often. They in fact even would like to see players like aligning with certain gods, because there will come a point in time where you have to choose a certain RuneScape god to align yourself with, apparently. And he was talking about things like, just imagine a RuneScape god just wanting to claim a whole city. It's pretty crazy stuff. It sounds pretty interesting, can't even lie. Because the gods in RuneScape are one of my favorite things. I'm not exactly sure. I really like Stardom and Zamrock. I'm not really sure what one I like more. But I do like Saren a lot as well. So leave a comment in the section below. Who's your favorite RuneScape god? Get a little discussion going on that. That'd be cool if you guys could post a comment. Who's your favorite RuneScape god? In the comment section below. Fuck, I got my more rocktail. Only burned, or I ate more. So definitely more RuneScape god action in the future. Let's see what else we got here. Optimus, the bot nuke. They said that Botany Bay is just the beginning. It wasn't planned to be a whole bot nuke. The player asked the question saying, was Botany Bay a fail? Because Dragon, Reds, and Champas are still very heavily botted. And the fact of the matter is that Botany Bay was just the beginning. They said they gotta be really careful how they release these updates. So they're spreading it out over a certain amount of time. They'd rather, this is the beginning of the end, they said. Unlike last time, they said that, you know, bots were gone and then they came back like a couple months later and it was worse than ever before. So they said they want to prevent that this time, and they don't want that to happen. So their goal is to release the updates into the game a little slower this time. And with that said, we will move on to casinos and gambling. The guy who was talking, I'm not exactly sure who the guy was that was talking. He said that originally he thought gambling had no place in the world of RuneScape. Well, now he's changed his mind, and he thinks that something like a player-owned casino for gambling would be really cool, where they have it set. You could do high risk, high reward, on like a flip of a coin, except they have it where you can't get scammed. And because right now, if you gamble, you always have that chance of getting scammed. They said they would like to eliminate that, and that'd be really cool if they could do something with that. However, out of all the RuneScape future updates or possible updates I heard in the live stream, I think this would be one of the least likely to happen. I'm not sure why, I just feel that way. Um, so yeah. Next we have lots of skill reworks. So he talked about a lot of skills being reworked, mainly agility and summoning. He said he would like a different way to train agility instead of just running around a fucking course time after time again. He said that he would really like to do that just because the skill is just so outdated, and he doesn't exactly like how run energy corresponds to your agility level. So maybe we can look at an agility update in the future. I do have to say myself that that is one of the more likely updates we will see out of everything they have said for the future of RuneScape. Another one was summoning. He says for all the time players spend on summoning and the money and creating the pouches, you don't really see players using it. So he would like to kind of revamp summoning and make the pouches good enough to the point where you actually want to use them and have them out while you're traveling around RuneScape. He said that's a huge goal of theirs, is to have skills see more significance in the RuneScape world, which is why I think a lot of skills will start being reworked. You mentioned mining, smithing, and a couple other skills, I believe. So basically, he just wants to revamp some skills. I'm gonna check out fishing quick. That's I don't know. 4.2. I might have to buy it just in case. I might go kill some frost dragons. So lots of skill reworks, and that's about all the important stuff they really talked about. I can't really think of anything else that was majorly important that they really talked about. Those are the ones that I thought were most important. So yeah, that's what they talked about today. I just want to relay some information to you guys, and my thought of it is I'm really happy to be playing this game at this point in time. Besides the evolution of combat, once that's out of the way, some of the stuff they talked about just sounds amazing. It sounds like this game's gonna have a lot more of a storyline, and I think it's gonna have a good future. And the only way I think this game's gonna end within the next 5 years is if they completely ruin it with updates and just so many players quit, because it sounds like they have so many plans for the future of this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this informative video I've released for you. If you liked it, let me know, and I will do these after each live stream. If not, then oh well, I probably won't do them anymore. But if you do, please leave a like. That'd be great. Subscribe for future content. I'm not quitting anytime soon, unlike a lot of the other video makers right now. And yeah, guys, subscribe, and I'll see you later with my very first installment of Maxing a Noob series. Alright, peace out, guys.